What's up guys, Dylan here from Veteran Aquatics, and today we have kind of an update video. I've been doing a lot of stuff in the fish room trying to get it ready to move all these tanks in here, and we're going to go through all that in just a second. Before we go ahead and get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We have passed 750. We are growing quick. We are on the road to 1,000. So if you're watching this, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in a minute. So, updates. I have been busting my butt trying to get all these stands built, trying to get these tanks painted. Oh man, I just every day I'm just in here all day. And it's hard too because my wife works full time and I have the baby, so I have to pay attention to the baby and make sure she's eating, going to the bathroom, entertained, loved, all that good stuff, and try to build this fish room. But I'm a master multitasker. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what we've been working on. So first, you will notice that the 20-gallon stand that was there is no more. This is a 40 breeder rack. I have 3 at the moment, so this will suffice for now. I was running low on lumber, so I had to make some decisions as to what I was and wasn't gonna build. So I decided to build a triple 40 breeder rack. That way I can fit the 3 40 breeders I have and put some fish where they need to go. Here's the 55-gallon rack with a tank on it and some feet. So this tank is, or this stand is so thin because the 55s are only 12 inches wide that it was real wobbly. So I put some long feet on it to stop that. Now, look at this, guys. Look at that pretty jag. So I'm pretty sure that's a female jag. She's probably a good 6 inches long. And she's in there with my very mopey red Texas. So the red Texas's name is Ted. I've named him after Ted Bundy because he murdered my last jaguar cichlids in a bucket. This time, however, this one is a little bit bigger than he is. And they're in a tank. So at first there was a little bit of aggression, but not too bad. I actually got this jaguar cichlid from Scott McLaughlin of King and Queen Cichlids. Me and Scott talk fairly often. We like a lot of the same fish, and you know, he felt for me after what happened with my last jags, so he was able to come across this female, and he sent me a message, let me know that he had it and I could have it if I wanted it. So me and Chris Matsko went over there and we picked up the jag, and Scott's got some awesome fish. One of these days I'll get in there and do a fish room tour of his fish room, and we're actually supposed to go hang out this weekend, so that'll be awesome. So this is just for now. I wanted to make sure the jag had a good sized tank, and well, this was the only one that I already had painted. So I painted the 90-gallon stand right there, so that's ready to rock. I have a bunch of 20 gallons here that are painted. A whole bunch more over there. I still have a couple in the other fish room I need to paint. And then there's this stand. So this is the 20-gallon stand. This is an 8-foot by 2-foot stand, and I actually took apart the other stand I had built for the 20s because it already had the height and the width that I needed. So these parts are actually reused from the old stand. These are entire 8-foot 2x4s. I can fit 3 on this side of the beam, 4 on that side. The reason the beam is here is because, well, that's a lot of weight, and this spans a very wide area, so I had to make sure I had something to prevent the centers of these stands from bowing. So this stand took a little while to build, but it is all done. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to have all these tanks in here. After I clear out all that stuff, that's where the 20-gallon rack is going to go. So after the 20-gallon rack is in, I can start moving fish. I can do that because pretty much everything I have will fit in a 20-gallon tank, at least temporarily. They're the only tanks that I really have painted at the moment, and I want to make sure I paint all these tanks before I put them back in the fish room. I don't want to have to take them down and do it later. So I'm going to put the 20-gallon rack in. I'm going to put the fish in the 20-gallon tanks. I'm going to pull all the other tanks, paint them, paint the stand for the 125s, get the 125s back up and running. I cannot wait. I miss my big tanks so bad. And I'm sure the fish do too. And yeah, so it's coming, guys. Let me show you what I got. So I finally got my central air pump. I actually got this from Chris Oz, and he's the same person that I got all those 20-gallon tanks from. This thing's going to be awesome. I'm just waiting on the air control nozzles for the PVC, and then I'll be able to start putting in the central air system. Once that's in, it's pretty much done besides the tanks, because I'll have the central air system run, the ductless. So I'm doing a ductless split unit to heat the fish room, so it's going to get mounted right there. That should be in next week, which is phenomenal, and I can't wait. And then, I mean, I need to get more shop lights, but guys, it's almost there. This long road is almost over. I do want to show you these two angelfish that I got as a rehome. I actually got this tank, those angelfish, and somewhere in here there's a Fluval 306 that came with it. But I'm pretty sure these are two males. You can see that one's got a really pronounced hump on his head, and so does that one. But they're good looking angels. Got them for free, got the tank for free and all that stuff. So now I have a second bow front. I don't know if I'm gonna sell the bow fronts or build a stand for the bow fronts, but I don't really have a home for them at the moment, because this is actually sitting where I intend to put the 220. So this thing will have to move, but I do need a home for the angels before I can move it. So once I get them in there in a different tank, I'll be able to take this one down. So I've got some exciting news. The Cichlid Club of York's September meeting is coming up. It's going to be September 5th. And most of the time when you go to one of these meetings, they have a guest speaker. And this time, the guest speaker is me. So I get to speak on my like DIYing and budget fish keeping type of stuff. So if you're local to the area and you haven't been to the Cichlid Club of York's meeting yet, go to their Facebook page, the official Cichlid Club of York. I'm going to link it down below for you if you want to check it out. Make sure you join. If you want to become a member of the club, you can do so at the meeting. This meeting is going to be awesome because there's going to be food, there's going to be me speaking, and there's going to be another auction. We all know I like auctions. And with all these tanks going up, I need stock. I've kind of settled on what I want as far as stock goes, and like my intentions and the direction that I'm going to take the fish room. But you know, at auctions sometimes you don't get what you want, you get what you can if you want it. So we're going to see what they have. Hopefully more Africans this time, hopefully some more Central and South Americans, maybe some bristlenose. We'll see what they got. Last time it was really good. There was a lot of Africans last time, which is how I got all mine, and they are coloring up nice. I cannot wait to get them in a bigger tank and get some of the males separated out and get a couple of pairs going. So that's kind of it for the updates, guys. I really don't have much more, but as far as fish clubs go, shout out to the Cichlid Club of York. You guys are awesome. I've met so many really cool people. Scott McLaughlin founded the club. Way back when, it was kind of an offshoot of the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, and it has just taken off and grown, and it's just full of awesome people. Chris Matsko is the auction chair for it, so Chris is my best friend, and getting to work with him and having him help me out with all this stuff has been great, and I really couldn't ask for anything better. Check it out, guys, and if you're not local, find where you are local too. Go on Facebook and look up your county name plus Aquarium Society or Fish Club or anything like that, because they're awesome. You know, you get a group of like-minded people that know a ton about fish, that know all the secret places and the best stores and who's breeding what, and it's really how you get the best fish, because you're not going to find the best fish in the hobby from a pet store. I can almost guarantee it. There's a few exceptions to that. Like there's Max Cichlids down in Florida, there's Tangled Up in Cichlids. There's some really good places. J&J Aquatics is pretty good, they have some nice stuff. But make sure you are part of your local aquarium club. It's so different than just keeping a couple fish tanks in your basement once you really get into it and get to meet all the other people that are really into it. Right? Like Chris Oz, when I went to go there to get that pump and the 20-gallon tanks, he had fish that technically don't exist. He has awesome stuff. Like stuff that made me drool, stuff that nobody else in the hobby has. And that is what is awesome about aquarium clubs. You get to meet people like that. But that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and let me know down below if you are part of your local aquarium club or if you want to be part of your local aquarium club. Alright, that's it. As always, guys, have fun, stay safe, and I will see you next time.